what you want. This ain't what you want.
You ain't never been a skate town. On a national, you know it go down.
Night, met a bunch of to the Golden Glide. The lows and highs, me and all the bros in a stolen ride like.
Now from the home of the Dog Pound, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Cleveland Browns. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Cleveland. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Go!
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Not quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Let's go now.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Now they'll change things up. On first down, Sampson taken down at the 47-yard line.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just float from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. Setting up the screen for Sampson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now he's going to step up and run. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Browns are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And got his man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
Our defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Running left to give to Pacheco. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On 3rd down, Barkley. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Browns drive about to get started. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Second and 10. They run the counter. Sampson. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I mean, it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Up the middle they go. Sampson. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dylan Sampson, 44 yards. And the Browns are able to add on to that lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on. This is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 86 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, they'll try to run it. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Let's go. 7 Panther 11. Panther 11. Mustang 19. Check out.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
It's 4th down and less.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
65, Cat. 65. Panther 60. Panther 60. 79 Broncos.
He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Browns. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Saints 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford
touchdown New Orleans. Saquon Barkley, 65 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the left side. Sampson. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Go! 19, Tiger, 19, go!
Back to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This is taken at the 10. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
79 Broncos. Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll find Hall. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go now. Let's go.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll set up to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. He's got room to roam. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Once again, it's Swift. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Sampson is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. And they're on 45-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Here we go.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. But they certainly got dented with that 1st down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
19 Lions. 19 tight.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 110 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Right back to him on first down. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Saints 9.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. Breaks through the contact. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Come on. 18, Pioneers, Cowboy 80.
Now back to throw. Fighting to stay upright. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
An audible here to get a new look. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And here's a fair catch now, and boy, a very short punt will give them unbelievable field position. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
120 yards rushing for him now here in Week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Here's 2nd and 3.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Here we go. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 22.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 3.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Dylan Sampson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Get it. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here.
A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. This time, the extra point up and good. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Browns drive about to get started. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter and now can really take some time off the clock. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 on a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They go play action here on first down. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Let's go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Mustang 92. Bronco 80. 79 Bronco.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's their cornerback, keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Browns are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Saints 16.
Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now. But that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Miller. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Ready?
Inside handoff now, Miller. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Get it! 19 Tiger!
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
Ready?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown may be a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there, maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Keeps the score. Browns 49, Saints 22.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Come on. Bronco 80. Get up.
Get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43.
That's good for a Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Set. Cowboy 80.
Back to throw here.
He'll try and do this himself. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
19 tight. 19 tight. Take over.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Brings up 3rd.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Well, if nothing else, some signs of life here, Charles, because you're facing the big deficit, but at least they were able to prevent 3 more from getting on the board there with a nice block.
And that's how they're comforting themselves on the sidelines right now, because they certainly didn't execute well on that play at all. Bottom line, exactly what you said. They didn't need the 3, but they sure don't like giving up a block. They'll have something to work on as they get into practice next week.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone